help. Right there.
Huh?
I said, you're my help right there. I just got all the buns cleaned out. Bottoms cleaned out. He's on his last one over here. Thanks to my husband helping me out. Always. Right? You're my savior.
Huh?
I said, right? Because you're my savior. Because you're always trying to help. Whenever I need a little assistance, you take over. Yeah, usually. More than once. What you doing, Samson? Are you eating? It's supposed to rain tonight. I've got a board over the top of there. No, they got a board on top. They're fine. Yes, they are.
I'm bringing them in
Why?
because they're going to get wet.
No, they're not. They got a board on there. See?
Yeah, they ain't hardly got nothing covering them.
Well, that's because they can go over in the corner.
Put them back in tomorrow or next week.
I didn't want to. I want this cleaned out. That's why I did that. I don't want them in here. Now that means I got to put them back in. I didn't want them in here. Husband one. And they're inside.
Huh?
I said, husband one. They're inside. Diamond, you already ate. Thank you, my love. Night-night. And it's dark. Oh, look at my lights. Right there. Thankfully, we have that light out here and this little one that's above our door. But now my husband's in the dark. I like to see the lights, and then we got lights over there. Till tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, whenever you guys will be seeing this. Good morning, good morning. So I was just coming out to check these and see if anything had happened, and I can see that some of them are just a little flowed over because they do have a ton of water in there, as I thought. So I'm just going to tip this. Hopefully that will work. And this one didn't get as much. It's just the top. Okay. Whew, that thing's heavy. But everything looks good. Everything's growing well. That's great to see. That chicken's feed's just all wet now. Boys, how about I throw you some? Come down here, and gotta watch my step with this stuff or I'll trip and fall. Boys. Yeah? Well, it helps if I open it the right direction, huh? It would help. I think I'm just going to put some inside their hut here so it will be dry. Maybe I'll throw some out for them. Like this. Make sure he can get some, because one boy's like to fight with him. I'm going to take some up for the ducks. It's still sprinkling, unless it's just stuff coming off our trees, which that could be a possibility. I'm going to shut this though. Man, Magic's got a really long tail feather on his tail. I've been collecting duck eggs because I'm going to use them for hide tanning. And I figured they'd have one more here, but I don't see it. This has got, I'm going to dump that over. Ducks are messy eaters, I'm telling you what. They are messy eaters. Dixie, what? What? You want petted? Sure you do. Where's a good mama? She's definitely knocked up again. Didn't get a chance to get her in before that. So hopefully we'll be able to find where she's at when she has these kittens and take her in after that. And then when you have a mama cat that has kittens, they usually will fix the kittens at no charge. So you don't have no more reproduction going on. We haven't seen the tabby cat, the female, that's to the white female that we have. We haven't seen her lately, so I'm not sure where she's actually at. The chickens laid an egg. The horses are laying down in the rain. That looks like Diamond and Maverick. Jazzy's up in the hut, and then Hercules is right there talking. But look at all the water we've gotten overnight and into this morning. The ducks are loving it. They think they have a little pond back again. They can actually swim. See, they're swimming. Oh, this is mushy mess now. They're loving it. This is most likely behind the barn full too. We'll go look. My hair's getting all wet. I'll put my hood up. Not that that's going to protect it much, but my hood will get all wet. Oh, it's sopping wet right there. I guess there's not quite as much water right there as I was thinking there would be. Hercules. And see, some of the chickens are out because they can get out of that. Hercules, I hear you talking. I do, boy, I hear ya. See where the dog was up here running around where he wasn't supposed to be. Footprints. I had to yell at him like 8 times before he came. don't know why he thinks he's got to be clear up here for. Obviously no goats are out eating because it's raining. Goats don't like rain. They hate getting wet. So you can see he was up here too. Oh no! One of my thingies fell because it's just too much weight for it. Well, that's one that broke. I didn't even notice that. But that didn't stay on there very well either. Maybe if I go like that, well, it's just gonna fall over. Dang it. I have to let it down. See if I can't step this one in a little better. Even though it's being pulled. Yeah, I got it in there. That one's in the ground pretty far too. The babies are like, hey, can we get some milk? Hey. You see how much water the barn has in it. Oh. Oh my gosh, I got rabbits out. That's not cool. Not cool at all. How the heck that happened? Oh boy, this is going to be fun trying to see this. So I got the 4 males back in. They had knocked their feeder out, and that's how they got out. A little bit of a pain in the butt to catch them, but I got them. I need to go get some more gallons of water. I used the 3 up, and I still have the last 2 over there to water. And then really top off everybody else after they've drank. And our hay guy was supposed to bring hay yesterday, but he didn't because he was out getting rocks or something for the neighbor. That's what he'd been doing all day. So he said if it's not raining, he'd bring some down, so I'm stuck using hay. I just kind of wanted to check with her, make sure that she's only got what she has. She feels like she's got more than that in there now. But when I checked, she only had 5. So let's 1. Here's the little broken one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she only had 5. Well, after having Miss Ruby over there giving me 6 at first, and that's all I thought she really had. You're okay, Mama. And then I come out later that day and she had 11 total. So that's where I'm at on that. So these guys are almost ready to be butchered too. But all of them, I'm not planning to keep any of these, even though I'd like to, but I kind of just want to keep purebreds in with purebreds, but I still will cross some just so I can get these, broken patterns and all the good colors and stuff like that. But like I said, I want to keep, hopefully the orange one's a female, and if this one was a female or that one, I'd probably keep it too. And then of course I want to keep a white one, a broken blue, and then maybe one of her blues right here. And then of course I'll keep hers, and then I'll keep hers down there too. And my plans are to keep females out of both these ladies. And there she's got a bun out. You see it right there. from both these ladies since they're purebreds, but everything from her, I don't know. This would be a 75% purebred, just like a New Zealand of hers too. Her babies are always so nice because she's such a laid-back doe that she does really, really good. We can look at her babies. Oh, that's a fat one. Her babies are always nice and fat. Look at the size of that thing. You could tell it is being fed. That is a fat little baby. But yeah, she's got, I think, 8 or 6. I can't remember how many she had. But I gotta get my light wasn't on, of course. Something, I think the breaker might have tripped, but I don't know why because we don't have nothing in there doing it. But my machine, it's not got no juice to it, so I gotta go down and get this working so I can get the girls in here and get them milked. Putting Max back. We got to replace that faucet there because if you turn it on all the way, it will... Get out of there! Cat food is not yours. You're as bad as Brutus. Get down! Down! My pants would have been muddy if I wouldn't have had my overalls on. Come on, let's go. Get in here. Max, in. Thank you. See all the food he wastes? Wastes food. Get your bone. It's getting all soggy now because it's been rained on. Paid $2 for that bone for you and Brutus, and neither one of you want to eat it. How nice is that? Hey, no. Hi, Willow. She's a baby girl. Hi, Cal. Hi, Mama. Hi, Ho. Carissa. Already milked. I started at I think it was 10:50 because I was trying to get the dang electric working back here. I gave her an extra half scoop of grain here so she can eat that. I'm just going to leave her here while I talk. And my thoughts are, Hope and Jasmine are from a different herd, and if my herd does come back with CAE of my yearlings, then I know it was from Odessa. So my thoughts were, because you can have CAE animals running together without anybody catching anything. Because if that's the case, I mean, if Odessa is positive for that, she's been running with my herds for 14 years, 13 years, because I got her when she was a yearling. So 13 years or so. And I did sell her, and then I got her back 2.5, almost 3 years later. So technically I've only had her for maybe 10 years total. But my thoughts were, this is an Ariel daughter, yearling out of Lancelot, and she is a spitting image, look like her mama. She looks just like Ariel did. My question And what I'm fighting myself with is this: I definitely want to keep, even if they come back positive, is Hope and Jasmine, because they're not within this herd. My plan would be is to keep those two. I would have to stock up on some milk, and I even thought about keeping one of the yearlings from this breeding, whether it be her or Athena. I'm not sure yet. But then make sure they earn their milk star, which would be, this year they'd have to milk the full year on it to earn their milk star. And if I can get her to earn her milk star, say any of my yearlings that I have currently right now, if I can get that to happen, my thoughts is that I could be there when the births happen, make sure babies do not nurse, and take the colostrum and the milk and use it only for like soap making purposes, cheese and stuff like that, because you can do that with CAA milk, and drink it ourselves for say. And then only feed the colostrum that I would buy, or if I had extra from like say Cal or Willow, then I could then for say use their milk to feed the offspring, and then I would still be negative on my CAE goats, but still be able to get say a daughter out of her, and then I could actually decide to then sell my yearlings, which would be 2-year-olds then after they earn their milk star, as milkers only, knowing that they are CAE positive. And I'd almost be willing just to give them away, because my heart hurts to have to take everybody to the auction. And I know for a fact that if I were to take the kids that I have, say Cal's 1 daughter and Willow's 2 daughters, to the auction, I'm only going to get maybe $5-10 a piece for them. And I feel like that's wasteful. It really is. I might get $150 to $200 a piece for my yearlings, which isn't a whole lot. So I'm trying to think of what would be best, because my plan is if I sold all my yearlings and the 3 doe kids I have, I was going to take that money, get a hold of Heather, where I've actually got my Hope, Jasmine, Prince, and Lancelot from, because she tests every year. Even on negative goats, she goes ahead and tests them just to be safe. That's just her procedure she does. And purchase a doe or 2 from her, knowing that they are, in fact, negative. So, I mean, this is what I'm trying to figure out, if this is something I need to do, or just keep my yearlings and buy milk and colostrum and stock up on it for next kidding season and go from there, and keep the daughters out of each of these does and then sell them afterwards, because I don't want to have anybody that's positive for CAE in my herd, because I don't want an accident happening like obviously happened with Odessa, which I don't remember milking her into the system, mixing the milk all together with her when she had her buck kids last year. I do not remember doing that. And you need water and you need water. I know. I forgot the bottles. I gotta go get them. But yeah, that's my thought on this, and I'm still trying just to rack my mind. I mean, I've got, more ways than none to think about this for another month or so before I make a huge decision to decide if that's what I'm going to do or not. But I thought I would just say that while we're waiting on Aurora here to finish up eating, because I want to make sure she is looking a little hippie. I noticed my yearlings that are in milk are a little cowish looking, again, like my 2 older milkers look. They're known for that. It takes them about a month to get their body weight back on, and then they're good for the rest of the year. And they maintain it while they're pregnant, obviously. But when you got heavy milking goats, and she's not actually given a whole lot. I'm really kind of disappointed. She's possibly given me a half a quart, maybe a quart a day, and that's all she's giving. And I'm not sure why. I'm really not. I don't know if it's just because that kid was premature, maybe, even though he looked fully developed, but he was tiny. I mean, I'm not sure. Yeah. What you think, girl? Are you ready to get out? Did you eat everything you wanted? Did you eat it all? Are you ready to go? I think she's ready. Okay. Good girl. Good girl, Aurora. Thank you for your milk. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Come on. Let's go. Go on. In you go. In. Get in there. Come on, before everybody gets out. Come on. Go. In. I thought maybe... Oh, she's not in here. I must have went up. Ow! Get off of me, Carissa! Goodness sakes, girl. Alright, I gotta feed these babies, and then my day is done. For right now, anyways. And I can get some other things I'm planning to do. But they're out here waiting on me. Aren't you, babies? And these boys go this weekend, which will be nice, and it'll just be the 3 does that are still here. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Till next time. God bless.